Pandi's Hair Candy and more, coming through on day 13 of Black History Month 2022. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. If we are already chat family, welcome back. As you may have noticed, I have been trying diligently to drop new material regarding Black history every single day this month in honor of and celebration of Black History Month. And right now, I think I was doing really good until my work week got just a bit hectic towards the end of the week. And so I am officially 2 days behind. So I am going to try to still continue to post. I am not going to get discouraged and give up. I'm going to just continue to bring the content, and I thank you and I appreciate you all for continuing to view the material, for continuing to leave supportive feedback and comments down in the comments underneath the video, and I especially appreciate those of you all who have been sharing the videos. That support goes a long way, and it certainly doesn't go unnoticed, so I thank you all in advance. Now, without further ado, I am going to jump right into this video. So in this video on day 13 of Black History Month 2022, I kind of went into a different direction and was just looking at some of the country's Black history museums. And one that stood out to me was the one in Alabama. It is the Alabama Legacy Museum, also referred to as EJI. And so let me just give you all a little bit of info and drop a few gems on the Alabama Legacy Museum, because they definitely have a story to tell about the story of racial injustice. And I think that this ties in to what it is we do with regards to celebrating and acknowledging the shoulders that we stand on with regards to Black history. Okay? So, in the Deep South, a massive new museum exposes the whole truth of this nation's slavery and legacy, and it pays homage to the sanctity of Black life. Brian Stevenson, activist and author, is a man seemingly ordained to fight for freedom. The soft-spoken jurist is so purpose-filled that if he came here just his narrative work alone, or just to represent the least of those on Alabama's state-sanctioned death list, he would have lived an honorable life. But somehow, someway, this knowledgeable man of law and history, as well as struggle and resistance, knows exactly what redemption requires: the whole truth. And so he works tirelessly to both narrate and change this great, violent, enduring saga. At age 62, Stevenson is the founder and executive director of the Equal Justice Initiative, or EJI, and he has been defending primarily impoverished Black people on Alabama's death row for more than 30 years. His work and story were featured in the 2019 documentary True Justice and the film Just Mercy, starring Michael B. Jordan. There came a day, however, when Stevenson realized that working solely within the justice system wouldn't be enough to bring about a lasting change. Stevenson says when he began to realize that Brown versus Board of Education decision had been accompanied by years of narrative work and decades of activism, he also realized that we have to start talking more outside the courts about the history. This is where his narrative work, which seeks to honor the truth about this nation's legacy, began. So in 2018, the EJI opened the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to document the nation's horrific history of lynching black people, and the Legacy Museum, from enslavement to mass incarceration in downtown Montgomery, Alabama. What Stevenson does so well, so beautifully, with both these sites is bear witness to the lives of those taken from us so violently, while also creating a space for catharsis and possible redemption. And I quote, "There just aren't museums in this country like this one," he notes. And I think the absence of truth-telling spaces about our history is a real vulnerability in American society. End quote. The Legacy Museum, which has expanded to 40,000 square feet and now also includes a black-owned restaurant, it begins with one of America's gravest sins, slavery, and connects those chains to the ones worn by millions locked away in cages under what we now term mass incarceration. Because the sister site to the museum is the National Lynching Memorial, with free shuttle service between the two, Stevens says EJI now has the most comprehensive data in the country on lynching, which at present count stands at nearly 6,500 dead African Americans whose murders took place in nearly every state. When it came to civil rights, Stevenson says he wanted the museum to tell a different story than had been told before, mainly because the fight is far from over and there are clear connections between slavery and mass incarceration, and between lynching and the death penalty. You all, I thought this was such a powerful story. If you have the opportunity, I am going to be sure to link the website to the Alabama Legacy Museum in the description box of this video. I highly encourage you to look into it. This is modern, present day Black history in the making. Once again, you all, thank you so much for stopping by and watching the video. I am your girl Pandi of Pandi's Hair Candy and More. If you've enjoyed the content, please go ahead and subscribe. It is free 99. It does not cost you anything. And if you didn't remember to do so on your way coming in, please don't forget to blow dry on that like button. Until next time, guys, stay safe out there, stay encouraged, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.